A hunter, a hacker, a vampire, and an alien meet aboard a fourth dimensional ship. Hilarity ensues, also death.
This is a warning. This episode contains mature themes, including violence, body horror, and death. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't know if you've been listening to the most recent episodes, but I've been doing this ominous voiceover in the beginning of episodes, and it relates to themes and what's going on. But I don't know what ominous voiceover I will do for this episode because I have no idea what is going to happen. But that's okay. Since we do in post, I can just say whatever happened, like, oh, the player characters unleashed an ancient horror unto the universe, or everybody hung out and had fourth dimensional pizza.
Oh yeah, let's start. So you guys hungry?
I mean, what?
Like we could.
What do aliens eat? And also, wait, my phone exploded at the end of the last episode, right? Into goo.
Oh, it definitely did.
Oh.
I did a
I'm
thing
still
that
covered in goo.
Yeah.
Right.
You and Gabriel are pretty covered in goo. The other two, Kitch and Eustace, were inside the ship, so they did not get covered in goo. But the outside of the ship is covered in goo. I made a thing that I don't normally do, a map, to show how you wrestled the creature's face down into a phone and forced it to look at its own reflection, which caused it to pop into a bunch of black goo, which now is just chilling outside the ship. You are all inside of Kitch's fourth dimensional cruiser, and it is a kind of like Escher-esque, probably a little bit nightmarish for those of you who are not used to ultra dimensional spaces like this. But while inside, I believe that the conversation went something like, oh, hey, who are you? We can speak the same language. I'm here as a bounty hunter. Oh, you're the thing I'm after.
Do you want pizza?
Yeah.
Hands were thrown.
I mean, I'd like to shower before eating. Do you have any like cool space shower?
I have a sonic shower. Yeah, it's so you're gonna walk out that door, take a left, go down, take a right at the end, and then the second door on the left, go down the stairs, and then take the first left. That's where it is.
Cool. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna shower, and you don't go anywhere because I have so many questions. But this is not a state in which to talk to an alien. And Kenzie's just gonna like back away so that the alien is still in her line of sight. She tries to go find a shower to do the first contact she's always wanted.
I'm gonna have you roll a
navigation
plus intelligence check to navigate the ship, and I'm gonna ask everybody else what they're doing.
I would like to find this shower as well. Do you have another sonic shower?
Just the one. You guys can share if you want.
Perhaps I'm quite hungry. I don't think.
Yeah. What sustenance do you need? I pull out like my scanner and I'm scanning you. What does it say? Do I roll for my scanner?
This being does not come through on your scanners. They are not there.
Oh,
Like a
interesting.
null space.
Interesting.
In fact, as you are scanning them, like you continue the scan and the scanner itself starts to like fail. The battery just starts depleting.
I don't know, I just
little
turn it
by
off.
little.
I'll turn it off. I'll plug it. I'll put it back in the charger. Fascinating. So what do you eat?
I sustain myself on sanguine.
On what?
Vitae.
Did you say biotech?
No. I'm sorry. Blood.
Oh, blood. Okay. Interesting. Are you all like that on this planet?
Some of us.
Okay.
Most aren't.
All right. So like what type of blood?
Preferably angry blood.
Angry blood.
That's
Okay.
usually what
Or
or very sad.
sad or angry?
Yeah.
All right.
Those are my preference.
Sure. Well, like okay, so I have none on this ship, but I'm sure like you could find some on your planet. You're the expert. I just got here.
So you've never been to this planet before?
No. You know, I haven't seen much, but it looks lovely. I saw some like nice colors when I came out. Looks like you have some good vegetation here on Earth. Is it Earth? Earth, right? Earth?
Earth.
Yeah, Earth.
Okay, yeah, the A is silent. So yeah, lots of good vegetation. I assume you've got some good some fun animals here on this planet, wildlife.
Yes. What if you're not from this planet, what planet are you from?
I'm from space, baby.
No, I understand.
Born and
Space
born
is
and raised.
So you know no other where did your species evolve from?
Oh, okay. Well, you know my whole family history. Let me just like, I'm gonna like get to work as we're talking because like I need to fix this ship. So like we can talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like working on stuff while
What
we're
does
chatting.
Eustace think of this entire conversation?
You guys are all being very familiar with her when she said she's a bounty hunter and she's like, you know, here to bounty hunt things like us. You guys are being super cool. I don't know why this is a thing. I'm uncomfortable. I want to shoot her right now, but you guys are awfully familiar and cool with her. I don't know what I feel like I'm wearing taking crazy pills or something.
I just have a certain charm.
It's not every day you meet a
Yeah, it's
alien
cool.
from
Normally
outer
I'd be
space.
all for it, but yeah, they're a bounty hunter. It's not good. Yeah, no, we're not on the same.
Are you
Do
saying
bounty
this out
hunters-
loud?
Do bounty
I'm definitely
hunters
thinking this.
scare you, Eustace? Are you afraid of being hunted?
I mean, I wouldn't say like I'm afraid of being hunted, but I definitely, you know, on my certainly have my reservations about being targeted. I'm on high alert right now. Surprised you guys aren't either.
You seem to have a high level of anxiety. These types of events are commonplace in my existence. So I'm taking it as it comes. I'm just getting to know our host here, as it were. I'm sure they presented a threat. We could all respond quickly to it.
Speaking of responding quickly, the hallway changes as Mackenzie is walking down it. It twists and curves in ways that you didn't think that it could. But following the directions closely, you do arrive at what looks like a fairly well-maintained bathroom.
Oh, it looks like a bathroom. This is unexpected for alien tech, but
There's no toilet, but there is definitely a decontamination zone where you like hit a button, it looks like.
Now
Yeah,
there are two buttons.
time.
I'm messing with you so hard with my
I know. And I'm like, man, I hope I can use my fate magic and like luckily hit the right button and not get myself sucked into a tube.
Don't get sucked into a tube.
I really hope not. I'm already covered in goo. I don't want to become goo.
The system reads that you are goo. Put it in the goo tank.
No.
There are two buttons. One of them is see-through, and you can see like the mechanism behind it. And the other one is a big red button. They're right next to each other. They both have different symbols on them, but you cannot read them. Go.
All right. So red button usually means danger, don't press it. And clear, I have no idea. I don't know. Can I like use my I guess it's computer, like intelligence computers to figure out what the mechanism is?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Like,
say add a penalty, maybe like a -2 penalty.
Okay, that's still fine. Because I don't want to press the big red button, but that is 3 successes.
You read it as.
Oh wait, it's even more. Hold on. Wait. Nines are no, it's still 3 successes. Never mind.
Okay, well, 3 successes is still pretty good. And you read it as the clear button will take you to another series of menus, and the big red button is for emergencies.
All right, this is not an emergency. This is like a normal. Yeah, that makes sense. Big red button.
You said
Okay,
I
fine.
was the ship.
What do they each do?
The clear button says clean. The red button says fancy.
Kenzie has never wanted to press the big red button more than this moment. Okay, I want to get clean, but okay. This is the first contact with an alien species, and they seem really cool, and I'm gonna well, I guess the word is Deal uses his phone. I have to look my best. And I was gonna say like maybe there is some like background luck magic, but no, Kenzie's really confident and gonna press the fancy button.
And we'll get back to what happens with that. But back with the crew fixing the ship, Kitch, you have done what you can from up here. The internal systems are mostly fixed, but the problem is that it's not space worthy. There's these big holes in the side, and you'll need a sizable amount of metal to replace them. If it was just a matter of reshaping the ship, which you've done several times, you might be able to do that. But the creature seems to have like annihilated the matter that was around here. Additionally, the pool that is next to the ship seems to be continuing to annihilate matter as it drips onto the metal.
All right, I'm gonna shake up my Etch-a-Sketch, draw a bunch of like metal sheets of metal.
Oh yeah. And how does it produce them?
Shifting the odds, find things within the hour.
Oh yeah.
Resources.
So you're going to find them if you just leave this space and walk around. There is a chance that if you stay here, it will still happen, but it's less time if you start walking around the area. But it's within the hour, even if you stay here. Big pieces of metal will come to you, however you take that.
Do I notice, or can like Eustace and I notice that what's happening with the ship in terms of the goo and all that stuff?
You're on the inside of the ship, so you probably can't see that unless you're looking at the internal schematics. But how visible are those schematics? Kitch, what does it look like as you were doing all this?
As I'm drawing on my Etch-a-Sketch?
Yeah, the whole thing, like you finding out about the damage, you fixing things. What does that look like to these two who have never been off the planet?
Yeah, so some of it is like welding things together. So I have this, it looks like a sonic screwdriver, and I'm like welding things back together with it and using heat. So it's getting a little hot in here.
I guess, what does fancy look like? What is fancy?
You have a miniature scrunchie in the tiniest part of your hair, and it's like a side ponytail but small, since I know you have short hair.
But am I also clean of goo, or has it only put a scrunchie in my hair?
You're also cleaned of goo.
Okay, great.
It was a sonic shower, so you're not wet or anything.
Just goo is gone. Tiny scrunchie. All right, great. I am one with the alien culture that is surprisingly kind of like the 90s, and I am cool with that. And now I'm gonna find my way. I guess I'm gonna find my way back.
Yeah, which you do, and you arrive. Everyone's together in the cockpit.
Well, I'm gonna head out and just pick up some metals for my ship. Feel free to do what
No, you don't
want.
need to go anywhere. You can stay here. We can help you out whatever way you need. You
Yeah,
need
actually.
metal. Yeah, let me know exactly what you need. I'll make a phone call. Come here, right to us.
What do I know about humans?
Nothing.
You know, I think maybe the less people who know about me, the better. I don't want to advertise that I'm on this planet. I've seen how many of your humanoid figures are on this Earth, so I don't want to.
I hate to break it to you, but you stick out like a sore thumb. You walk out these doors, the second you walk out here, people are gonna know. I'm surprised that we are being swarmed right now, as the giant meteor crashed into, a forest line. We weren't that far from, town. You know, it's kind of bad. I'm surprised for us right now. Plus, like I said, stick out like a sore thumb. So.
Are you kidding? I've got eyes, 2 eyes like you, a nose like you, phalanges like you. I'm bipedal. We're the same.
I mean, no one's here because no one sent out an announcement.
I won't stick out like a Thor thumb or whatever you said, that thing. I'm fine.
Sorry, I lost. I guess that was a weird euphemism for you. Yeah, sure. There's a lot of things on this planet that are bipedal, have phalanges. You still stick out like a sore thumb. I said it again. I'm sorry. Just by looking at your face, just tell. But don't worry. I'll hook you up. You want some metal plates? I'll make some phone calls. I'll make it happen. Sound good? We don't want to draw any more attention to ourselves. We already had. You basically crashed into like a big old meteor into the forest line, to the town right there. I mean, I'm surprised it's just us so far. So let's carry keeping the DL, you know? Sound good? I'll make one phone call. I'll get you stuff here in a couple hours tops. Yeah?
Wait, can I share this one, Eustace? I mean, just as one story. They won't even really realize that it's real. I could borrow your phone. I could borrow your phone. They won't even know. This is just like,
You have your phone, right?
What?
Why would your phone?
It's goo. It's Longoon, Eustace.
I'll deal with that later. Yeah, I'm gonna make that phone call. Don't go anywhere. All right. Walk to a somewhere discreet where people really can't hear me, and I'm gonna make a quick phone call to my bosses at Task Force Valkyrie.
Right.
And,
when you
know the
say go
situation.
someplace quiet, do you mean outside the ship or do you mean somewhere in the ship?
I don't think I'm probably going to find anything good inside the ship. So yeah, I'm probably going to be right outside and somewhere.
All right. So stowing your gun, you're going to walk outside and take out your phone. The rest of the group, do you take a reaction to this?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust Eustace to call for a medal. I'm pretty sure he's going to call our boss. I don't know that I like that because this is just so cool. And they're going to come in and they're going to treat this really cool 90s alien just like the unicorn. Yeah, I'm going to.
I want to try something on my own. I want to know what happened earlier. This is just in my head with me and that demon that I encountered.
Mm-hmm.
If the same thing will happen with this alien. And I simply, we'll see what happens. Go over to Kitch and look into their eyes and try to mesmerize them.
Ooh. Okay.
See if this works. I need.
Why don't you roll your die pool, and Kitch, you're gonna resist with a resolve plus gnosis check.
Yeah. 2 successes.
Kitch, you see the figure in the dark cloak walk up to you and then with very compelling eyes say,
will you escort me to your sonic shower and remain there until I'm finished?
and it sounds like a really good idea.
Yeah, sure. It's this way. Follow me.
Thank you.
it's pretty easy to use. It's only got 2 buttons. One of them just cleans you. The other one makes it fancy. So you're gonna
As
go
we-
this way.
Leaving Mackenzie alone in an alien control room.
Okay. I want to stop Eustace. I want to investigate. He's already had plenty of time to make the call by now. Or did he-
It's been he probably has gotten through.
Okay.
Use the ship to block his phone.
Take off. No, I'm gonna go and try and snack the phone out of Eustace's hand or like steal it.
All right, so we've gotten to the point in the phone call where it's like, hello, who's this? At what point, Kenzie, why don't you roll a brawl plus dex check, I guess?
Oh no, this is gonna not go well. One success.
Okay, all right. So you do make contact with the phone and roll your strength, just your strength die there, Eustace.
Damn. Nope.
The phone spirals out of your hand and into the black goo,
Yes.
where
I mean,
What the
it
hell?
immediately sinks below the surface.
You can't do anything with the phone now. It ruined it. Our phone.
this was not.
It's
this
broken.
Did not go. This did not go according to plan, but it went according to a little bit of plan. Look, Eustace, there is an alien, and they need help. They crash landed on our planet. They almost got murdered by a giant octopus death, and we could be the only ones to save them. Plus, our boss will probably stick them in a tank like the unicorn, and I can't just have another unicorn on my hands. We could be heroes. That's our job.
You both feel a chill in the air. It's cool out here, but at the same time, you get that strange sensation that you both got when you entered the caves. And in fact, the entrance to the caves, the one that you both went into, is not 25 feet away from you.
Did you feel that?
Yes.
It's the spidey sense, Eustace.
But going back to our new alien friend, did you miss the point where they're a bounty hunter and they're after us?
But she's so nice.
Yeah.
They,
Uh,
I mean,
wit-
they.
The two of you should roll wits composure checks as you are having this debate.
That's 3 successes.
Rising from the entrance of the cave, you see a figure with a shining metal face and what looks like multiple arms. Eustace, you see Kenzie looking at something over your shoulder and you spin around. Standing partially obscured in the mouth of the cave is a figure in some sort of tech suit, kind of like a space suit, you would say. And they dematerialize as you are looking at them.
That's not good.
Yeah, you saw that too, right?
Yep. Yeah, I say we go back to the ship.
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a solid idea.
The ship's invisible.
Ah,
What?
ship's invisible.
So we turn around and don't see the ship?
The ship's gone.
Well, I know a phone. Can see. Yeah. How about we can make it back to the car? Still gotta be somewhere nearby, right? Maybe.
I like arms out, going like it was just here and trying to find it.
Yeah, you still touch it. And actually you can see some of the goop in some of the holes. You can see like inside, but at really weird angles if you like move a certain way.
Whoa. No. Eustace, it's still here. Look, just like cross your eyes a little bit. And like, okay, I have no idea how to get back in. Can I try and like get really lucky and walk into the right direction?
Yeah, that sounds like a fate spell.
All right. Just gonna try a thing. Kenzie's been trying to do magic more and more, and they've got another dot of gnosis. Like they're trying. Ooh, but they failed completely.
Right. So you walk right into the side of the ship pretty hard. You thought it was right here. You were convinced of it. And yeah, it's very, very solid. How did the sonic shower go?
I don't tell you which button is which. I just really recommend the red one.
Red is my second favorite color.
And you are cleaned, and now all your hair is in a side ponytail with a scrunchie. All right, there you go. Feels good, right?
Yes. Yes, it does. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, it looks really good on you. All right, I gotta get back to work. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Do I realize what he's done?
No.
Oh, okay.
But you do realize as you get back to the command center that there is a loud thong sound of something hitting the side of the ship.
Is it near any of my doors?
It's near the hole that the people had come through. It's not a door so much as it is a damage from the attack.
All right, yeah, I'll stick my head out and take care not to touch the goop. Oh, it's you. You okay? Oh, you're muted.
Oh, we can't hear you through the mind.
You're
Yeah.
muted. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. There's a space ghost outside, like Cyberman, space ghost, coast to coast over there. I would like to come in.
Oh yeah. Okay. 7 steps to your left. Yeah. That's strange. You guys have a lot of stuff on your planet.
It's not usually, this is definitely not something from our planet.
Oh no. Oh, do you have a lot of visitors?
Nope. I mean, okay, I've seen some like really weird stuff over the last couple of days, like a giant weird rock and a unicorn and that weird octopus bat, and now cyber ghost. I didn't even know vampires were a thing until a couple of days ago. Now there's aliens. It's a whole genre mashup.
Kids, did you have anyone after you? Or perhaps, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? A nemesis? Like an alien nemesis trying to follow you, like space. What we saw was futuristic guy in a spacesuit that went invisible, I think. That's super far-fetched from what we're looking at with your ship. So
Nope. Honestly, like, I live a good life. No one's after me. No one's mad at me. Sometimes families are, but I don't know. Because of the kidnapping. But I don't know. I never kidnapped a ghost.
Kidnapping?
but you
Thanks,
have
Ghost.
made enemies, though,
Well,
right?
you know what? I wouldn't say kidnapping. That's an Earth term.
Yeah.
Nothing like that comes to mind. Nope.
Nothing at all. Eustace and Kenzie, did this being look hostile or aggressive?
Hard to say. My own prejudices would say yes, but I could be wrong.
Our spidey senses went off, though, so probably not friendly. It's not a vampire thing, right? Like space robot vampire?
Tell me more of this ghost and what its weaknesses are. I can create a shield around the ship.
I don't know. It's got a metal face.
I'm
Did he have any weapons?
I don't know.
I'm gonna use my dimensional science hypertech to get some knowledge on this alien.
You need to be able to see it to scan it.
Can my ship scan it from outside?
If your ship could see it, but doing a quick scan of the sensors, you don't see anything in the direction that they were looking. It seems to be just an empty cave mouth. There is, however, a sound on the sound system.
I turn it on loudspeaker. Is this one of your I read you have a lot of burbs on this Earth. Is this one of your burbs noise?
This one sounds like motors. All three of you Earthlings would recognize. Several motors, you would say.
Cars? Or motorcycles, maybe?
I haven't read about cars or motorcycles lately on my hypertech. Is that like a bigger creature? Sounds pretty big.
It's like a ship, but for on land and wheels and small. Getting from point A to point B quickly via terrestrial travel. And they're everywhere. Not birds.
Useful vehicles.
Shortly, you see them appear on the scanners. If you want, you can display it for everyone present. They look like four-wheelers driving through the woods towards you with bright headlights pointed in your direction. There are at least 6.
Eustace, did you actually get through to home base?
I didn't even get to tell him who I was before you smacked the phone out of my hand.
Great, but also then I have no idea who these guys are.
So
wait, can
we're
I?
not hostile?
I do know. Oh wait, there's a thing where I can see if someone coming towards me is good or bad for me.
Yeah, you want to cast a spell?
It's called. I do want to figure out what it's called. I'm going to forget.
And on this display, could we see the people at all? What they're
Right now
facing?
they're pretty shadowy. But give me I think it's an awareness check for you. Maybe a wits awareness.
Okay.
6 success.
You make out the minute features upon their jackets, and you recognize them to be some sort of enforcement agency. They've got little government letters on them and such. They seem to be rough, all men, and nearly all of them are white. They have a serious look to them. They are driving late at night now towards where there was a big crash.
The magic I was looking for is called Momentary Flux. It's the mage can sense whether a subject will prove beneficial or baneful in the most likely future. I don't know if they have to be nearby or not.
I'm going to say that they are nearby enough. The ship isn't creating scrying portals. It's actually just bending light. So they are within visual distance, in fact.
Cool. Yeah.
It's a magic check.
Magic. But not a lot of magic. Also fail.
Okay.
I'm gonna work really hard. Like, I think they're either good or bad.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
I get the hang of it.
I'll put a shields up.
Okay. There's a hum as energy pulses around the ship. The people on four-wheel vehicles start to get off, and they begin to investigate the area, it seems, using flashlights. You can all note that they are armed with sidearms at this point. Kitch, a quick overview of the vehicles that they came in on show you that they are precisely the right amount of metal to fix the ship.
Snap. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna go on my hold on. Let me think about my action first. I could go a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
They definitely don't look like they're Valkyrie
They
people.
could be. There's no one there that you immediately recognize, either of you. They do look like they are government agents of some kind.
Quick question. With 2 dots in life, can I put them to sleep?
Not really.
Can I make them confused?
No.
Can I make them
Jumpy, yes.
distracted?
No.
Okay, I'll do jumpy.
Jumpy, but you'll
Do
also have to like look at them or be taking a penalty or touch them, that kind of jazz.
Right. Well, I can see them through my screens. Do I have to look directly at them?
You need to really touch them to make the pheromone thing happen well, but you could try to do it from here. Just be out of penalty.
Nah, let me rethink.
I have some suggestions that could possibly.
Yeah, they I don't know. They seem hostile, but I do want their bikes. Well, what do you call them? No, I do want their cars.
Yeah. Yes, the car.
Yes.
I have some powers of persuasion as well, and we could. First, I'm curious if my compatriots here, if they are in line with them, if they belong to their projects.
Oh yeah, are they with you?
And if
Do I do we recognize their uniform / maybe their sidearms as a traditional piece?
You think that several of these people are with a local police department, is what you'd reason. But there are some others who look like they are from one of the alphabet agencies. It doesn't say FBI, nor does it say TFV, but it does say THW.
If you're feeling up to it, Eustace and/or Kinsey, you could approach these gentlemen and ask them if they are part of your organization in whatever manner you want. If they refuse and say they're not, then perhaps I can take the lead and just guide them to leave this area and perhaps forget this encounter ever happened.
You actually read my mind. I was going to do just that. So I don't know if I was going to distract them, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to try to make my way outside the ship again.
Through
But
the
not so much
invisible gateway.
Yeah, but I don't want to just sort of like appear out of nowhere and startle them. I
Go
just wanna
go
say-
out the side entrance. So okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go through that door. Then you're gonna take the second left down the stairs, go straight down the hall, back up the stairs, and then you keep going straight. At the T, take a right, and then it's on your first left. That's gonna be the side entrance, and then you can just like go around like into the woods and pop out somewhere else, you know?
All right, cool. That wasn't confusing. Oh, take this side entrance.
Yeah, why don't you roll an intelligence plus wits roll to figure out how to get there?
All right.
To Kitch, this is like normal like things that you would be able to
Casual
remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
directions.
Like direction,
So
easy.
yeah, I got a 1. So yeah, take that left. I go down the stairs, go straight for a bit, then go up the stairs. Then at the cross, I take a right, and the door should be there.
But what you thought were stairs were actually like diagonal steps that are set partially into the wall and begin to spin around. And as you go upside down for a moment, you forget which direction is left and right. And you go in one right too early and you end up in a separate area for a moment. Which Kitch?
It's fun.
That room is filled with some boxes. It's just got a few boxes in it. And there's like some sort of thing, like it looks like a disco ball on the top.
All right. That could have been far worse than I initially thought. For a second, I thought you were gonna say this is the jail cell. I'm trapped. But all right, I'm gonna backpedal a bit here and then recheck my my rights and lefts. Hopefully one of these doors around here goes the right way.
You are going to stumble upon the correct exit hatch, which as you reach it, Kitch, you've been watching this whole thing on the internal cameras. You can open that door remotely. Outside, the people are taking samples of that black goo.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna like sort of approach it from the back or from the side, and I make myself known. I'm like,
Batmaning up to them? You're just gonna appear?
no, I'm sort of like coming around the corner, like hopefully from like behind a tree or something like that. It's like, excuse me, gentlemen. I pull out like my ID. I have my like ID up and high, like open, and like Eustace Ward, ID number 15991 of the TFB. Here to assist.
Why don't you roll me a persuasion plus presence check? +2 for your badge. and knowledge of codes.
And we're all watching you, and we can hear you inside. We're watching you like TV. I actually like pull out like a bag of like little gold balls, and I like offer them to you two. Like, you want some? I just kind of like snack on them.
Yeah, totally.
A little leaf
Are so
breaks out of a pneumatically sealed pod and reaches over and like grabs several gold balls and retracts.
Don't worry about it.
Only one success on that roll, but yeah.
They are very distrustful, but do not shoot you on sight. Thomas, I'm with an aligned group, he says. This is one of the people who is in the lettered jacket.
I'll say something like, I try to make contact with my organization. I didn't actually think it went through. I imagine you guys are just closest to the scene.
We got some reports this way. Something
Yeah.
came down around here. He gestures to all the collapsed trees.
Yeah, and I point towards like the big pile of black goo. Yeah, you're looking at it. Yeah.
Why don't you give me a deception check, a subterfuge, manipulation subterfuge. Remember, you can always add willpower.
2 successes on that one.
Okay. They're kind of like hearing what you're saying. And they've definitely got questions. They're like, what was it? And some of the people who were spreading out and combing the area have come back to like hear what's going on. Where did this guy come from?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was clearly a. I'm not sure what subspecies it was, but definitely, out of this world kind of thing. Lots of teeth, scaly, ugly thing. I got lucky. Turns out it doesn't like its reflection, and it sort of just, poof.
We've had a number of reports about this area recently. Some sort of activities have been happening around here. We heard that your cell was involved.
Oh, you mean with the caves? Yeah, no, nothing to really report on that. Nothing new for, at least as far as I'm aware, for quite a while now.
Well, we've been monitoring these caves for decades now. Anything that happens here is important enough. I'm sure that we're just the advanced team. We'll have a full presence out here later tonight.
Oh yeah, I did make contact with some sort of entity. This is way back though. Called itself Sympathy. Yeah, Sympathy. And as soon as I figured that out, sort of, relinquish it to another division. Not my forte. So they would have more answers for you on that front, I'm afraid.
All right, well, just sit tight. I guess since you were here first and you don't object to us being here, we'll let you in on anything we figure out.
Yeah, we're all the same team, right, guys?
And yeah, they spread out. They're doing some sort of tests. They're exploring the area. A few of them are getting very close to where the ship is.
Well, I have a shield
Invisible.
up.
Yeah. But they're gonna hit that shield.
I'm just impressed Lucis didn't turn in the ship.
Oh yeah, be that kind of guy.
I don't know if I trust him quite yet. Maybe. We'll see.
Can I use like 2 fate to have them steer away from the?
Yeah, roll Fate Gnosis. You hit some buttons and you try to like emit the right frequencies that they won't notice but still stay away.
Got a 9.
With one success, there's definitely a noticeable effect as like one person veers away, but another one continues to come closer and closer. It just seems like you've delayed them finding the ship.
I would like to have the ship make a sound. Can it make a sound but sound like far off?
Yep, the ship can make lights and sounds and any kind of electrical waves as well.
Right. I'm gonna have a sound in the cave, like a.
Oh yeah. Okay, roll that check for the ship. I want to see how many successes it gets.
4, 3 successes.
Yeah, with 3 successes, there's a loud noise. Everyone hears it and they all have an immediate reaction. No manipulation check needed. This is what these guys are here for. They definitely like react to that and 4 of them start moving on that cave.
Is that all of them?
There's 6.
Dang, I want those cars. Actually, I'll forgo in. I'm gonna make another noise that they won't hear in the cave, but I'll make it in the proximity of the remaining 2 that uses the voice and says, "We need backup." Or like, what would they say? I turn to the small girl. What would they say to like drag them in there?
I guess we need backup.
Okay.
Backup now, or come check this out.
Or maybe
Probably
just
come check this out so that they don't call backup people.
or maybe just screaming.
No. I mean, some humans are also scaredy cats, and some of them call for backup. So, yeah, maybe like check this out. It's real cool. Don't say that last part.
Yeah, I'll have the guy say like, "Come on, check this out."
That one is going to need a subterfuge plus manipulation check. At -1, I actually think.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, Eustace, what are you doing when you hear that noise and they all start moving?
I'm actually gonna try to grab one of the guys, not like grab him, but like get his attention and be like, "Hey, so you said you're from TFW? I don't know that one. What group is that from?"
We shouldn't be saying. It's THW.
Oh, THW. Sorry. So you won't. So confidential. What's your focus?
Our focus is keeping young Americans like you safe.
Yeah, sure. What? Whoa, like me? Excuse me?
And that's what we've got to do now. Come on, men. He starts moving to the cave.
Great. Okay, I want those cars.
There's still 2 guys left. There are 2 guys who have stayed behind with the vehicles. One of them was the one who was collecting samples from that black goo.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, and then they hear, "Come on, guys." They look at you. They look at you to see what you're gonna do. Eustace.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to start walking in that direction. I'm going to try to get the attention of the other guy and be like, "Hey, so THW, what branch is that from?"
Oh yeah, we heard that those guys call themselves the Hell Watch. He rolls his eyes.
I honestly never heard of them, right? That's not a thing, or
Nothing.
weird. Yeah, I'm gonna sort of like walk slowly in the direction of the cave.
All right, you've
But
successfully
not
lured away 2 people and one of your own towards the cave.
Total of 7. Excellent. Yeah. I'm gonna use my fire power and just melt all that all that metal down.
Yeah, roll for it. As the ship just concentrates heat on those bikes, they explode one by one into piles of metal. Which
those sweet quads.
those sweet quads are no more. That's 2 quads melted down of the 6.
Excellent.
And the people definitely hear the quads exploding, or they would. But as you are walking up to the cave, you see that all of the agents have stopped. The 2 that you're walking with have also stopped. They are frozen. They flicker a little bit as you look at them.
I poke one of their shoulders. Does my hand like go through them, or?
Nope, they're solid, and they feel like a weird buzz as you touch them. And roll a wits composure check.
One success. Oh, great.
Just for a moment, you see a figure in a mask.
Sympathy.
Back at the ship, the quads continue to melt down with satisfying little explosions. Does anybody want to take a final action before we wrap this session up?
How are you doing this? It's so cool.
Yes. Come with me and I'll teach you everything.
Yeah.
Essentially, I just want to ask, if you repair your ship, can we leave? Can we just leave this area?
Oh yeah, we can go anywhere. I think we should probably move away from the site, fixed or not, just to get away from this area.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And let me ask you, is your ship sunlight? Does sunlight come through here? Starlight.
Oh yeah, you need some light? I can provide you with some.
Right now.
No, wait.
No. The opposite. The opposite. I would prefer no light to penetrate.
Oh, well, don't stand there and you see like a beam of light targeting a plant. Yeah, just stay away from that beam, and I'll turn off the rest of the indoor ones and that's good. You're good.
We'll need to pick up my compatriot.
Oh, the tall one?
Yes, the tall one.
Yeah, that's fine. Actually, you know what? We'll load him up, and these 2 other the leftover cars. We'll finish this process somewhere else.
Meanwhile, the tall one, Eustace, what do you do?
I only saw sympathy for a moment, right? No longer there.
That's true.
I'm gonna start backpedaling back towards the ship.
Okay. You turn and you run.
Yeah.
Roll me a Dex Athletics check.
Yeah. 3 successes. I do it.
You hear screams echoing around you. There are explosions and strange high-tech noises. You hear them resonating around you. And it seems as though there are multiple auditory scenes playing out on either side of you and behind in all these directions. But even with that all happening, you manage to stay on your feet and you see a shimmering spot which represents the side entrance through which you left. You leap inside.
Definitely.
And as you see them enter, you can fire up the engines. The ship rises out of the muck and then higher into the sky. Eustace, you feel the suction of the air pulling you back, but you manage to hold on as the doors slide shut, locking you inside the bounty hunter's vessel.
After the jump.
It's too late.
Damn. Is that there?
Adventure.
Nice
work, Eustace.
You guys literally just walked on my ship. It's great.
Had my sister here. I gotta grab her and get her out of the way.
You helped me fix my ship too. It's so wonderful. You've been the easiest mark ever.
I still have my gun, I'll remind you.
Danielle's gun.
It's cool. I actually forgot I was abducting you, and I actually was gonna land just 5 miles over and just land again. But we'll see next time.
All right. What have your characters learned this session?
Sonic showers.
Aliens like scrunchies.
Yeah, that's true.
I learned about cars.
Right.
It's just a swindler.
All right. I am going to give each of you a point of experience and an additional point for Eustace for putting himself in some danger.
Yay.
Nice.
Well done.
Oh, done.
I really like the stories that we're telling. Your characters are fantastic.
Yeah. I want to learn more about your characters. So far, I've got
space.
the small one and the tall one. I'm sorry, Ish, you don't even have a name yet.
The one that drinks blood, the one that's only sustenance is blood.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't shock me. I've seen a lot of stuff, so
Yeah.
That's normal.
yeah. Nothing really shocks me now.
But I don't show, even though I don't show up on your scanners. I'm like a
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is definitely makes me curious. Yeah.
So.
But I know that you have an aversion to light, so if you bother me, I'll just have you leave. But I think we're all friends, honestly. We all seem to be helping each other out and being really nice to each other. I like it. Yeah, I was
Absolutely.
nervous. I was nervous with Trevor, oh no, are we gonna be enemies this whole game?
Yes.
Well, I hope. Yeah. I'm going to try and make sure we're not going into outer space right now. That's okay.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll stay on this planet. Hey, bye.